I have a great story to tell you. It all started here, our friendship, in the fall of 1980, while Debbie and I were in the same dorm at Temple's Health Campus. However, Debbie insists that it all started in 1977 when she met me at a Youth for Christ Campus Life convention in Ocean City, New Jersey. Whatever. We were essentially best friends during those 2 years at Temple. I had been engaged to someone back in Pittsburgh, so our relationship, Debbie and Keith, had defined boundaries. It was pure and rich. We ate meals together, performed music together, led a Bible study in the dorm together. We were great friends. Our lives would start to take different paths, but not until after being in the same church together, Living Word Community, for about 10 years. I observed Debbie joyfully serving God and others. She had a resolute sweetness to her, which resulted in favor and respect from those around her. I have always held her in the highest admiration and brotherly affection, much as I do for my own dear sister, who I love deeply. Several decades passed with no contact. These decades brought blessing and storms, friends, joys and sorrows, babies, moves, and all the patches that come together to form the quilt of a lifetime. Then this May, something happened that took us both by surprise. Although I used Facebook rarely, I posted my thankfulness for God's help and for people's encouragement when I'd had the opportunity to play keyboards for Lancaster County's observance of the National Day of Prayer. Remarkably, Debbie, who also rarely used Facebook, posted a very simple response. Then a light bulb turned on in my brain, and I literally said out loud, "Debbie." I nervously messaged her back to suggest that we exchange contact information so we could catch up on the many lost decades. We had quite a long talk thereafter. I vigorously took notes to capture every detail about her that I could. We texted and talked furiously for weeks until our first date together at Longwood Gardens. I was nervous like a schoolboy as I drove there, filled with prayer and expectation, and I was not disappointed. As Debbie puts it, it is so amazing to me that a girl who almost never checked Facebook would comment on a post from a guy who almost never posted anything, and it would lead to the most wonderful blessing of reconnecting with the dearest friend, and then lead to so much more than we could have asked, thought, or imagined would have happened. It was one of those God-orchestrated things that is the sweetest of surprises. So on this fall day, I went back to where our friendship started to propose a very new beginning. Isaiah 61 says, "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor." Amen.